Hey guys, I'm back with another market update part two. So let's get started. So Prismatic, there were technically a bunch of price drops. Nothing too big. At most, the bundles dropped about like 250. Surprise 250. Tin displays about $4. The Sylvian text went about $5, and the tins have gone down. Unbranded by 5 and Sylvian by 2, and the loose packs went about 40 to 50 cents. The market still seems pretty strong. If I now look at the loose pack price, there is nothing below $13 for the actual items, like the non-pack items. So the minimum you see is about 13 something, which is like as I told you before, all these three pack things should be at least around $40. It just makes more sense for the price per pack. Now they finally reached that point. And for loose packs, I'll go to those first. Um, yeah, we saw a lot of loose packs being bought yesterday. 500 Prismatic continues to be very strong. Um, we're gonna have the booster bundle release in like about a week, which will affect the demand. But yeah, there's not a lot of Prismatic available. It's a little hard to parse through the listings at the statue page too, because there's so many of these Dragon Discovery things here, which are not Prismatic. And then there's this pack here, which is only one of them for about so less than 1290, but after that you get 1290, and then you get 1293 over here. So yeah, Prismatic um, prices are they're going pretty strong. Um, Before the loose pack price, like if I took into account those other listings, like you see over here, like it's like 12 1215, 1250, 1275, 1250, or about really about $13. So um ETBs, the demand is still pretty strong. It's dropping a little bit. We've seen this happen searching Sparks. Demand kind of drops, but it's still pretty decent. Mini tin displays, demand was so. The caveat is sort of like yesterday was Pokemon Day, so there was a lot of sales for booster boxes, so a lot of money probably went there. But despite that, since Rizak is still doing fine, it's actually a pretty good sign. Um, Surprise boxes are getting a little harder to really track accurately because a lot of these um, things are the accessory items or the promos. So you'd have to look at like, okay, so this is the not the box, not the box, not the box. But it seems like actually a lot of these are the boxes and not the promos. Every now and then you'll see someone buy like a bunch of promos, but yeah, the promos are selling like so. But let's see, 24 out of 180. That's like less than or more than an eighth being sold of the market. So it's still pretty good. Um, yeah, I'm still looking at to see what happens with surprise boxes because the singles will eventually either drop a lot or rise a lot depending on PSA pricing. Um, so we'll just go. We'll look into that in the future. The binders, the binders demand has been pretty steady. Yesterday dropped just a tiny bit to 16, but it's been about 20 boxes. Um, yeah, as I said before, a lot of the things like there's not like crazy price increases or anything, but Prismatic is still. I'm looking for signs to come pretty much. The strongest thing really was the packs, because if the packs are doing that well, and I know that technically it's a little affected by this large sale yesterday. Um, but if the packs are doing well, everything else will do well. Bundles, sometimes you'll see things where like it doesn't. It's just kind of weird. A lot of people bought bundles yesterday before it's over here, even though they're overpriced. The EV two pack blister, there's a lot of them sold yesterday at 108. It's a little hard to tell always because some of them are people buying the EV promos directly, but there's not that many of them. So yeah, for some reason people bought a lot of these. Maybe they think it's like a discount. And then the tins have been kind of have been going down. Tins like Umbreon tins are not selling as much the last 2 days. We'll see if they go back to like 10 a day. There's only like 83. The Sylveon repeatedly has very low listings. There's only 38, and there's 10 sold, so So yeah, it's doing pretty well in that sense. Usually a good chunk of the market's being bought each day. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna look more for Prismatic. If the pack price continues to go up, you'll see everything else go up. Do I see any discounts? Um, yeah, bundles are overpriced. Don't buy bundles at that price. ETBs, that's a good amount over the loose pack price. That's like 250 over. I don't know how much the EV promos are going right now. Surprise boxes, they have the promos, so that makes sense. The binders, tin displays are starting to look a little cheap again. That's about like 130 above the loose pack price, so tin displays are starting to look a little cheap again. Um, Pouches and Umbreon tins, and even the tins are, yeah, tin displays are looking pretty cheap. I would say that. And then the 2 pack blister, yeah, tin displays. All right, moving on. I'll just go Crown Zenith first. So Crown Zenith is doing pretty well. I told you guys before how there's been a discrepancy between loose pack price and CN Sky. CN Sky has been like cheaper, and I was like, so either Crown Zenith is doing really strong, but either the pack price has to go down or CN Sky has to go up, and it looks like CN Sky is going up because it's at 110 or 111 today pretty much, and it's more expensive than loose pack price. And if I look at loose pack, there weren't that many sales the last 2 days. But yeah, the minimum is 2,785. And while I look at Sea and Sky, like Sea and Sky, um, there's some of these sales, like 0% listings. Um, but other than that, even like this third sale, it's already $111. So Sea and Sky is doing quite well. And the bundles, there are a lot of these bought yesterday. The caveat of this, I wouldn't have noticed this normally, is that there were a bunch of loose packs being sold as bundles. I'm guessing it was like a pretty good deal or something. Actually, that's not really the best deal in the world, to be honest. I wonder if the person knew, because that's like over $10 a pack, and yeah, that's pretty overpriced for a pack. That doesn't seem like a good buy. It's 29 over here. But yeah, bundles. Other than that, if I subtract 30, that's kind of normal demand. But yeah, bundles are still, but still 30 is still pretty good. And ETBs, yeah, there's a good amount of them bought yesterday at 13. That's kind of, it's a little higher than normal for it, just slightly. I'm getting a lot of comments in and in my YouTube videos about Crown Zenith, how everyone's talking about how it's such a great investment. It's great for, it's honestly because it's great for everyone. It's great for scalpers because I haven't seen as many drops lately, but Sea and Sky has been more readily available. Like it's been more readily available than expected, kind of. Like I feel like if there wasn't that bull market, there was this bull market, like Sea and Sky would have had those reprints late last year, and then we would have been done. Um, but because of the bull market, I think they're just printing more. Obviously, that's just speculation. But yeah, rep and shippers like it because people love opening it, and like the margins are good because of Sea and Sky, because people know they can get cheap Sea and Sky, and then like the singles are pretty and they're decently priced, and investors are like, yeah, this is a great set, and it's toward the end of the year, end of its cycle, so I want to get in on it. So everyone just loves Crown Zenith. Um, all right, so 151. So 151 had more price increases. The big one was the UPCs. The UPCs went up $20 or 13. Sorry, $13. I just saw 320. I was like $20. Um, and I also want to talk about like the Zapdos Alakazam box. The Zapdos box up $3. Blooming Waters is about $3. It's a little hard price sometimes, but that's not really out of the norm for it. But yeah, bundles still remain to be the cheapest price per pack at 11.31. Even though the loose packs are selling for like 12.48, so that's quite a discount on the loose pack price. I just keep seeing bundle drops after bundle drop after bundle drop, and the price is still the same. So it just shows how strong 151 is. But it is a little tiring. Like I just know that if they just stop printing those bundle, or the bundle drops slow down, then like we would see these prices like just skyrocket. But I just see like I just keep seeing 151 bundle drops. Like it's I know they have vending machines, so that's like their main ways to funnel 151 to the market. And yeah, the demand's even like going up. You see, like the bars are steadily going higher. That's because it's the cheapest price per pack. But yeah, UPCs they went up, and there's still like a good amount of them sold at 11 yesterday. Um, I don't see that many confirmed sales at the 320 price. I see this 320 over here. I don't know. Actually, I see this one here. Actually, never mind. I can't see. So 323, 335, 320. Some of these other ones might have been also higher. I just they don't add shipping to those prices. But yeah, even after like 325, you get to 330 pretty quickly. CPCs are a pretty hot item right now. Um, yeah, the this is the ETB. Demand's kind of increasing the last couple of days. It's kind of going up. The yeah the packs. There's a few more bought yesterday, but yeah, it just makes the most sense to buy the bundles. Like, why won't you buy the bundles at these prices? Um, Poco's ETB. It's been some sales. Um, the binders after I sort out the stuff. Yeah, there's three from this seller for 160. It's a little lower than normal. Um, Usually it's been like 155. So like yeah, 160 is kind of its normal price. Um, yeah, binders are kind of insane too. They just keep staying up. And then Zapdos boxes and Alakazam boxes are treated about the same. But yeah, I noticed like there seems to be like a low amount of Zapdos boxes, and even after this 57, like it's pretty much a $60 box because I don't think people are buying this one as much. But even if they do like $60 straight away. So yeah, these and I know that I remember like people liked the Zapdos box even when bundles are people just didn't like the poster collections the most. Um, but yeah, there's also a low amount of Alakazam boxes, so and I guess 60 as well. So these two boxes they are going up steadily, and I don't really see them being drops. Um, but I don't really see Pokemon really reprinting them. It also doesn't really make sense to reprint these as much because the bundles are they have so much more. You can print more bundles because these are probably harder to print. But at the same time, people are gonna take all of them anyway. But yeah, it just I don't know. It doesn't really like logistically wise. If you're trying to pump as much 151 as possible, you should just put out the bundles, which is exactly what they're doing. Um, and then the you see like the posters have so much more at like 400. These are so much easier to get. And then joining together, just real quick, the Pokemon Center ETBs like I don't I do see the prices like they keep ranging from like 150 to 180. But I do see it maybe is finally starting to stay at that price. So I see 180 here, 160. This is 150 for two. This is 165, 162. This is like a really low because there's an auction. 130. This 180, 160, 16. This is 170, 190 ish. Um, like except for the double deals where you get both of them for 150. Generally, like 160 is starting to see more common. It's just been like I just remember like 150 for the longest time for the most part, but I'm seeing more and more commonly it's getting to like 160. And then the booster boxes went down like a few dollars, like $2. The man's kind of going down slightly, but still like 100 per day. I mean, yesterday in particular, like you share about other booster boxes not joining together. Um, ETBs are kind of going up. The demand's going up for these normal ETBs, and then the bundles look like this. Yeah, don't buy the bundles. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.